So those of you who know me know that I'm just all about playing games. I've been doing it forever, it feels like. Um, but I do have to kind of make a little video about this. It's something that's, I mean, it's cool. It's something that really has grabbed my attention, which is kind of hard to do these days. I mean, I'm a huge 40K fan. I love Grimdark, big D&D fan. So, you know, some of my videos are about that, some of my shorts or whatever. But this particular game, it's called Forever Winter. Man, they made this announcement. I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you guys. Hopefully you've seen it. But it's nice.
So, here's the deal. These past few months, we've had an outpour of positive reception from you guys around what we're creating, and we really want to get that game out to you sooner. That's why we're diving right into early access on September 24th, 2024. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who participated in the beta. The team has been rocking around the clock to incorporate a ton of the feedback you guys gave us, and we can't wait to share the progress. Now, I don't believe anyone should have to pay more than 50 USD for a game.
All right, so breaking it down already, you look at the technical aspect of the game, right? I've been watching some of the other stuff. Their previews, the grimdark that you're seeing, the graphics are fantastic. And, you know, I don't know how old these guys are, but the fact that they're saying we don't want you to pay $50 for this game or more than $50 for a game reminds me of the good old days. And, you know, we'd pay $50 for a game and we'd get that shit. And that was it. We'd play that shit.
And if you want to support the team above and beyond the initial price point, that is awesome, and we really appreciate it. There will be a special edition with the game's soundtrack and Jason's awesome tunes. But that should be your choice, based on how much you guys dig the game. So the Forever Winter is going to be $27 at early access.
So let me pause right there again. And I don't want this to turn into an advertisement for this guy. I mean, I don't want to like advertise for the guys, but I do want you to pay attention to this. I want you to see what looks like a group of guys, a group of people that love what they do and are taking their balls in their hand and they're creating a product that they want, right? And what they think other people will like. And I mean,
there will be zero pay-to-win solutions. You will earn your gear via skill or luck, and you will not be able to buy your way into Nirvana. You will never be charged for a new character, because that's the way it should be when you buy a game. You will not be charged for maps, guns, additional quests, new bosses, and more. That nickel and diming shit is for the birds.
that is what the fuck I'm talking about right there. You know, it's like I just keep on agreeing with these guys. So $27, you know, for early access, shit, man. I mean, Space Marine 2 is coming out, right? So I'm going to play the shit out of that. This comes out the 24th. So I'm immediately going to buy it. Immediately. Because I like what I see. Look at this stuff. I mean, they are not fucking around. They want to produce something that's, you know, I mean, it's an extraction shooter, which is not new, but they're not bowing down.
We will charge for skin packs, and any sales there will go to supporting the character team and allowing us to make even more baller characters in the future. Mm-hmm. Now, why do all this? I fondly remember a time growing up in the 90s when you could go to CompUSA and buy a box copy of Command & Conquer, Giant Citizen Kabuto, or KK&D for $50 or less and be set for months. I'm really hoping we can get back there.
Heck yeah, man. See what I'm talking about? I mean, you know, I could take it farther back, right? I could take it back, you know, buying a copy of Ultima 4 for my Commodore 64 back in the day, right? You buy it and you play it, and that was it. Just don't have to worry about just all the shit that's coming out these days that's just continuous. Now, I say that, but I'm as guilty as the next, right? So if I like a game, let me take Dark Tide, for example, and I'm a casual gamer, right? I got responsibilities and work a job and all that kind of stuff. But let's take Darktide. I love it. Play it. Love 40K. Love the Grimdark. And I will support them and the cosmetic shop. Now you can't, but just like this company, you can't pay to win it, right? So, but I will continue to support them. I don't have any MMO subs right now. I don't have a problem budgeting, right? Because everybody's got to be responsible and budget your shit. If I like that game, I will continue to support, just like he's saying, right? He doesn't want to come out of the gate with like a $60, $70 piece of shit game that we're seeing these days. Just coming out of the gate, 27
Now for
bucks.
the roadmap.
If
we
you like
really
it, keep
respect
going.
what the homies did
And I
with
do
Ready
that.
or Not.
I'll do that. I did it with
Having the
Darktide. I'll
balls to
probably do
release
it with
gray box
Space
maps
Marine.
into their map lineup was
And
incredible.
I'll definitely do it with this game.
So we're taking a page out of their book. We will give you one work-in-progress map early, so you guys can scope it out, have some fun, and hopefully give the team some super helpful feedback, so we can make them even more kick-ass when they drop fully.
Nice.
Taking it one
Love
step
what I'm
further,
hearing, man.
we want the community to get
talking
a
from the
chance to
heart.
vote on which bosses and which features we bring online first in our post-launch plan. Anyone who bought the game will get access to an exclusive channel in our Discord. There, you will be able to vote on what or who drops next. The art team and our brothers at Evolve 512 broke our backs to make sure we planned months in advance to give you guys the post-apocalyptic road trip you deserve.
Yeah, I mean, just, look at the scenes here. And if you've done any research on this game, you're not the hero here, right? You're not. You're just this little schlep that's running around hiding. And I remember seeing the very first video, when the very first video hit from Forever Winter, right? I was like, can I wish list this? Right now, like the first fucking scene. Can I wish list this? Because this shit right here is gorgeous. Like this is, you're finding your niche or whatever of people, and you're saying, we like this. I'm not going to listen to anybody, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. And here it is. And
if the game does
thumbs
well,
up, guys.
shit. We want to bring this art style to entirely new environments in the future. It's going to be a wild ride.
I mean, look at
Now
this
let's
shit.
talk hosting. Regardless
Fantastic.
of how many people play, you will always be able to play with your friends locally and via peer-to-peer hosting. We learned from the nightmares some of our industry colleagues have gone through this past year. So that means no infinite loop matchmaking bugs and no flooded servers where you can't jump into what you just bought.
So that's, obviously, right? You buy the game and you're in a queue and you're pissed off and you can't play it. I see where they're going here. And they're working toward, they're going to get a lot of feedback as far as other stuff. Like there's some things that I heard that I'm not fond of in this game. Like there's, again, you don't know until you play it. You don't know how it's going to affect your gameplay, but keeping your base stocked fully full of water, even though you're not there, like the timer's ticking when you're not there, shit, man, I got a lot of shit to do. So, when I say like a good amount of hours for me in a game is like 500. If I'm playing 500 hours in a game, like I got 600 in Darktide, right? That's a lot for a casual gamer. For somebody like me, that's a big commitment. So having to come back to a base that's starving or a base that's out of water and it resets, that's a little touch and go for me. Like maybe they'll change it up, or maybe that's not true, or whatever. But there's going to be things. No game is going to be perfect, but these guys, like I said before, are doing what they want to do, and they're not listening to anybody, and they're doing what they think other people will like.
We did this
so far,
so that no matter
positive.
what happens, when you buy our game, you can jump in and rock and roll, even if it's solo. If you want to reach out to the dev team, hit up the Discord.
This shit right here, man. This is great right here.
That love Grimdark
This
just as
is
much as we do.
great shit. I
Now on
love
a
it.
more somber note, these past few months, we lost Spec Ops The Line, Project Boundary, and now they are shutting down the Battlefield 3 servers. The reality is, in the never-ending quest for profit, they are closing the gate on some really special games that inspired us. Games cost more now to develop than they ever have, and that means risk mitigation is priority 1, 2, and 3.
And that's why right now you get shit. Nobody wants to take the risk. I'm saying these obvious things, right? You guys know this. I'm saying these obvious things. Nobody wants to take risks, and you get the same cookie cutter bullshit over and over and over again. You just do. I mean, maybe that's why this game's garnering so much attention.
It's not their fault. They're a product of their environment. And that's why this year has been so inspiring, to see other crews breaking out of that muck to bring the magic, one ammo belt at a time. Lastly, words cannot express how much we appreciate your support. People from all nations and all ages have reached out, just to say, thanks for going there.
Exactly. And that's why I'm making this video, right? I'm saying the same thing as these guys. I'm glad they're listening. Thank you for doing this, for making a game like this from your heart. And for the Grimdark fans, it's just fantastic.
And handling the subject with the care and energy it deserves. This means we're not alone in hoping we see a new Killzone, a gritty Battlefield, maybe a new Command & Conquer title that's not a bloody mobile game. But if the response to what we're building is any indicator, maybe they will find the guts to bring those games back the right way. And in the meantime, we'll see you guys in the Wasteland on September 24th, 2024. Cheers.
So, yeah. I mean, you can look up, here's another thing right here, official gameplay trailers, and you can see what I mean, right? You're going to go in there, and you're going to try to survive. Get your ass totally handed to you. You know, it's just going to be great. So I'm really excited about it. The feedback from, other people on the internet so far have been great. So give it a look. If you're in my little corner over here of the internet or whatever, if I've gamed with you before, give it a look. Because, man, I think we're going to have a winner on our hands. Thanks.